King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 5 video, and in this one we are continuing our climb to get onto the ladder. If you've been following along with us, last time we finished at around 1170 here. We were 8-2 after 10 battles, not bad, not bad. We're planning to do around 2 or 3 battles per video, depending on the length. We are first trying to get on the ladder, which would require us to hit 1465, and then ultimately our goal is to be on the front page. So if you scroll to the top of the ladder, here it is, top 20, that's our goal. So we need about 1600 to get there. Let's see if we can make it happen. We've got Polytoad versus Heatran here, potentially the worst matchup of all time for us. We're just going to switch out and hope he goes for a water type attack, which he does. Amazing. I'm just going to click return. Nothing fancy going on here. He might have HP grass. He has toxic. That's fine. I'm going to work up and assume he's going to protect here, which he does. All right, all right. And because we're simple, we get those double boosts. Let's go. And that'll knock him out. It'll take some damage off of us, but we do still have a quick attack, as I'm sure he has a bullet punch. So we're going to just quick attack for some damage. And oh, I don't know why I did that. Bullet punch did freaking nothing to us. That was a terrible decision by us. Oh, that was so bad. I'm going to go ahead with Gligar here and just Earthquake. Nothing fancy. Wow, that was such a bad play by us. I was thinking too quickly. I was like, oh, he's going to send in a priority user. And I just didn't even think about how much damage it would do. Hopefully, we get away with it. It only does 33, but I am immune to Toxic, which is nice. I did not expect the champ to have Toxic, so all right. We can get a Toxic off on Cress, which is amazing. And then we're going to go ahead and taunt the Cress to stop it from doing its thing. It'll do Psyshock, which is like nothing to us. We'll just go ahead with the Earthquake. I know it doesn't hit, but he's locked in. We can roost up and just basically stall this thing out, especially if we continue the taunt so it can't recover. Although it is raining, so the Moonlight really doesn't do much anyway. I am going to just roost one more I'm going to Earthquake. Yeah, I guess I could have roosted there, but I thought he might try to save Cress, so going for that switch out. Keldeo comes out here, another gigantic problem for us. Gligar is pretty good here. Armaldo is not. It's slow and has the same problems as everything else. Does Rapid Spin increase my speed yet? I don't think so. So I think I just have to Stone Edge. No, this is so bad. It did fade, so that's nice. Our hope is really that Ninjask one-shots him with Aerial Ace, which is a huge hope. I don't know if it's true. But I guess we find out now, and if not, we lose. Cool. So cool. Yep. Oh. Well. Bummer. I don't know what I could have done here. Well, maybe we haven't lost yet. Maybe Scald doesn't one-shot Metagross. And we can Thunder Punch to get him out. Okay. Cool, I guess maybe we should have done that first, but we'll hope Gligar can actually make this work. Alright, we know Bullet Punch won't get us here, so we could Meteor Mash, but we could also go out to Gligar. I'm worried about the no guard Dynamic Punch though, so I am gonna just Meteor Mash and take us both out here. We'll go ahead for Gligar and hope this works out okay. So far so good. I'm gonna click Taunt here, block anything he might be trying to do. Go ahead and set up the Toxic, which is good. He's got Air Slash, but that's no problem. And it's raining, so Houndoom. I'm just going to check out if Gligar one-shots Houndoom with Earthquake. It doesn't. Cool. But we're going to try it because maybe he's Nasty Plot. Go, let's go. I was going to do one and then switch out, but I think that's GG for us. What a swing after really not expecting to win because of the Keldeo. Like, water types were so bad for us, and then they just worked out. Yeah, we should be good to go here. So let's get our second game going. Hey, big win. We're taking it. All right, we're climbing. 1195. Maybe we'll break into the 1200s here. We are Prankster, which is pretty nice. I am going to Thunder Wave then. Interesting. I don't know what Kling Klang will do. I just hope he'll shift gear, which is probably his signature move, right? That's probably where it came from. Gen 5. But we're hoping we paralyze it, and then we're hoping that it goes for shift gear so we can just Encore him into it. We're Prankster, not Tinted Lens, so Bug Buzz still won't do a ton to him, but that's alright. We'll make it work. Oh, feeling lucky after that terrible first game. You know, we messed it up multiple times and managed to pull it off. So some of the luxury of still being towards the bottom of the ladder is sometimes you can make the wrong plays and it'll work out. Seeking comes out here. Oh, it's got Lightning Rod. Okay. But Seeking's a physical attacker, right? So, whoo, wowza, that did some damage. We're going to assume then that he's Choice Band based on how much damage that did. What is this? Dragonair with Eviolite. I guess it removes the 4 times ice weakness, but is it good? I don't know. Uniclus comes out here. Another Mon that's probably crazy in this gen. That did a lot more damage than I was expecting. So I'm just going to Outrage. Darn. Yeah, unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. I guess Seeking comes out here. We get the special D drop, so we get to knock him out. Let's go. Calling things, willing them into existence. You gotta love it. You gotta love it so much. We were thinking about going T-Tar there, but we weren't super sure how that would go. We could go T-Tar here, because he's probably Limber. Well, he could be Technician, though. Let's Roost and see what he's all about. He's all about Double Edge. Okay. Then I'm going to go T-Tar. I'm going to say that's banded damage. And I'm just going to go ahead and Crunch. Darn, I should have Stone Edged. Muck can come out here pretty safely. I'm still worried about the Kling Klang for T-Tar, so I am just going to go ahead and Brick Break because it's super effective against these 3. And Poison Touch, which, you know, might mean nothing against a Steel type, but we can hope. Lapras is lefties. Okay, so we're figuring things out here. Kling Klang does go for the shift gear. That'll only give him one attack before we knock him out, so no big deal. I don't think at +1 he knocks out Mach. That's Gear Grind. That was the move I was trying to think of earlier. And Persian might be in an interesting spot if it is banded, because if it goes for Double Edge to knock us out, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Lapras comes back out. Makes sense. I'm going to go for the rest here and hope. Didn't quite work out how I wanted to, but that's okay. I'm thinking hard here. I'm thinking about X-Cloud. I think that's the right play. Just going to go ahead and quick return. I feel like he can't afford to lose Lapras, so he's going to switch out, yeah. And I'm saving this Illumis, but... Oh. Okay, interesting. I would be scared of this area dose too, because it can Mega Horn and Sucker Punch and Poison Jab. But I don't think Sucker gets us from this range based on how much Poison Jab did. So we should be good unless he crits. No. Alright, I am going to calc then. Tyranitar versus Ariados. Crunch does 45. Oh, wait, but is that choice band? It is. Crunch only does 30 to 36. So, okay. We can Encore him into the Sucker Punch. And then Roost up. Right? Is this the right play? Persian comes out here, takes a little bit of damage. If he double edges, we win. Because T-Tar comes out, dances once. So he had to Seed Bomb, which means we get to Roost, which means we get to Paralyze Lapras. Persian now cannot switch in because the sand would knock it out. It can still come in, but it can't switch in. And we get to Bug Buzz here. And just kind of Roost up out of Hydro Pump range. Yeah, that critical hit Sucker Punch made things a little more complicated. He chooses to switch in. Must have forgotten about the sand damage, yeah. And then the forfeit comes through. It makes sense, it makes sense. But that was a big gain for us. Look at that, 37. So huge, huge. We're feeling good about it. We've cracked into the 1200s, just 200 more, and we crack onto the ladder. Let's go, let's go. Trying to see what might happen here in game 3. We've got Palkia versus Arceus, a classic matchup. It's Arceus ground, which we love. Looks like we are Specs. Looks like our opponent is below us on the ladder, so unfortunate, but fine. We're just going to go ahead and Spatial Rend. 2 should get the Arceus. Oh, not if he Calm Minds. I did not expect that from the ground type. So Judgment. And what else does Arceus ground know? None of those. He must be Ice Beam. Judgment. Recover. Yeah, I don't know. I've got no clue what this thing is all about. I'm going to go for the Spatial Rend crit. We did not get it. Got to assume the Recover is coming in now, right? But there's not a lot we can do about it. You know what? Tentagruel can take one Judgment. It cannot. Wow, it really can't. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We know all of his attacks. We're going to Calm Mind because Swoobat, it's doubled, right? We're going to Calm Mind a second time. So now it's tripled, which is good. Go ahead and Roost up here. And hopefully that diminishes the impact of the Ice Beam. Now we're going to Stored Power. At 3 and 3, 180 POW. And this should knock him out, right? And now the Sweep is on. Per Ugly is faster than us, really? Was so sure the sweep was on. U-turns out. Okay. Shuckles here. It can Encore us into stuff, which is not fun. So I'm going to go to Palkia and hope to just Hydro Pump, knock him out. One time, Palkster. Ah, close. So we're going to switch out on the Predict, but he does go Stealth Rock instead. Okay. We do get a crit. Might have mattered. Not sure. If Perugly comes back out here, we do have Static still, so that's our other hope, is that the Sweep can still be on. He traces our Static. Okay. We can go Murkrow here. Let me just check what Gardevoir's held items are in this gen. Scarf, Specs, Lefties. So he could be Lefties. That's the only concern we have. So we're going to go T-Bolt. He gave us Choice Scarf, which is awesome. Oh, except for that. Not awesome. Really not awesome, huh? so not awesome. Oh, this is bad. We're gonna have to go to Tina here on the Nasty Plot and hope we can live. Oh, he just went T-Bolt. Okay, that did 27. That means HP Ice probably does 35-ish. Oh, wow, I was way wrong on that. It does twice that. Okay. So, but it doesn't knock us out. We're going to have to just Dragon Pulse. Does he not have HP Ice? What? Oh, maybe he has Focus Blast and Encore. Okay. Got the Paralysis. We will manage to knock him out. But do we need Giratina? Did U-turn do 12.5% to us? Probably, right? No, it only did 7.4. Okay, then we're going to go Ampharos here. And we're just going to click Thunderbolt, because Raichu will go down to the recoil damage here. So it doesn't matter. And Perugly could get paralyzed by touching us, which would be great. Or we do a ton of damage. Hitmonlee could be Limber plus Mach Punch. Would not be great. His Mach Punch. He does not get paralyzed. Whoops. Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is Choice Band, Fighting Gem, Normal Gem, so he's probably Choice Band. That's what we think. That's what we really hope. And we get the rest off. Huge. Okay. Great start. Get to go into Murkrow here. He tricks us again. Okay. But, then we get to paralyze something, which is nice. Hitmonlee, even though it's Eviolite. Or sorry, even though it's potentially limber, it was not limber, which is good. We can Brave Bird and hopefully get it, which we do, which means we get another guaranteed paralysis here, which might mean we win. His fake out could potentially knock us out, right? 16 to 19. What if he's Silk Scarf? 19 to 23. So he should be good. Yeah. That did 31, though. Oh, because I don't have Eviolite on. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? We do get that one. We're going to try one more. You know what? Why not? We're at 12:51. We're feeling good. Yeah, I forgot to take off the Eviolite from Murkrow here. So lucky for us. Very lucky for us. But we were thinking that he was going to expect the Roost, so wouldn't fake us out. But we also felt like Giratina had the win, right? Probably because it could have known Shadow Claw, but we didn't think it did, based on the fact that it U-turned out earlier when Shadow Claw would have just beaten us even with our rest. So feeling okay about that. And the battles are slowing down a bit here as we continue our climb. We are now 11-2, not bad. 12:51, also not bad. Hoping again to get that 1460 to get on the ladder. We start out with sand. We're going to have it all game long. Let's go, let's go. But we don't like this sheer force Nidoqueen, do we? We also don't have Earthquake. Again, T-Tar, why not, man? I'm going to go Cast Form here. I know he doesn't get a Rock Form, but he has Scald in this gen, which is kind of nice. I don't know if I prefer it to Ice Beam, but it's nice. And I didn't want to click Return just in case he is Poison Point and not Sheer Force Life Orb, but he's probably Sheer Force Life Orb. Wow, that's some damage. We'll Scald one more time, because if we do get the burn, it'll knock him out. Actually, maybe I should check if Cast Form versus Nidoqueen, if Return gets him for some reason. Oh, it does some damage. Why not? 41, that's not bad. Okay. This thing is new this gen, right? But I hope Guardy can take it. The Psychic, it can't. Cool. Choice Band or a Rocky Helmet. So he is Choice Band. Well, let's check out if Simirsage gets him with HP Ice. No. Even with the Expert Belt. That's too bad. Simirsage is actually the thing I think we're okay losing here. So, let's see. With the sand, it does knock him out, so it's like a trade, right? Yo, let's go. We got the gigantic roll, I guess. I don't know. Crazy, right? Maybe he didn't have this IV spread. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Cress is here. We're going to go to Guardy, and we're going to trick Cress, because it's dangerous when it can do things. So now it can't. Now it can only spam Toxic, which is wonderful. And Guardy's going to go ahead and Shadow Ball. That was unfortunate. This thing is lefties. It might try to set up a sub here, would be my guess. However, it did not. We're going to just go back to Guardy again, I guess. Maybe HP Fighting, maybe another Toxic, I don't know. Yeah, HP Fighting probably. Well, let's just Shadow Ball again. I mean, we could Focus Blast on the Predict, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I will Focus Blast now, though. Yo, let's go. No, what a good prediction we had. That's okay. Go back to Conkeldurr. We can Mach Punch and hopefully knock out the Darkrai. Oh, Crest comes back. Well, Drain Punch plus Mach Punch will knock him out. So, oh, he goes for this. All right, we get to bulk up for free then. And now I'm going to Ice Punch because he's going to switch out. He's not going to just let us do this all day. And we get the Nidoqueen. Let's go. Okay. So we're doing the things. Right? We're doing the things. He's going to Psychic us here. So let's see. Drain Punch did 13. So we need to Ice Punch here. Let's go. We hang tough here. Drain Punch should knock him the rest of the way out and give us a little bit of health back. Luxray comes out. We get a big Drain Punch off on him, which is awesome. He's Toxic. And he's Guts probably, right? Drain Punch just did 60% at 90. At 48. It'll be close. Should we risk it or should we go Drain Punch? I'm just going to go Drain Punch. I think it's safer. It gives us health back, and we had the +1 defense, so we didn't mind. Cress is here. At 1.5, I think Mach Punch gets him, but I'm just going to check. Mach Punch is 10 to 12. Really, didn't it do 9 before? But Crest probably doesn't knock us out. 71 max. So we can Drain Punch him. Again, he goes for the heal. That's crazy to me. We can bulk up a second time now and just go for the Drain Punches, which will now do more than the heal. Crest comes back, so he needs the crit Psychic. He does not get it. We get the big Drain Punch off, and the Sand should knock him out. Zekrom's here. We're at +2 defense, so we feel okay about just going for the Ice Punch. It goes Volt Switch, wow. All right, and we get the win. Oh, and this guy was good, too. So a huge boon for us, +38. There we go. We went 4-0 in this one, huh? So we're now 12-2 at 1289. Again, we are looking for that top 20 ultimately, so a little over 16. But for now, it's 1464. We can feel it coming. Hopefully, it arrives soon. But again, we're still figuring out Gen 5, so any tips and tricks you have, I would really appreciate. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.